The 2K Sports pregame show, sponsored by Kia.
Hello, everybody. Glad you could join us here on 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson. Next to me, Kenny the Jet Smith and Dr. Shaquille O'Neal. And the pregame warm-ups wrapping up out in Los Angeles, where it'll be the Lakers going up against the Golden State Warriors. And for Golden State, they are clearly amped up for this one and determined to have a strong showing from the get-go. They feel this is
Welcome, everyone, to the sold-out Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles, California. It's the home of the Lakers, where we're broadcasting live today for 2K Sports. Thanks for joining us, everyone. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Hello, everyone. With Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We'll be hearing from our Hall of Famer on the sideline, David Aldridge. And both these teams certainly chomping at the bit for tonight's game. Chris, this is a big one.
Oh, I love it. Two conference rivals looking to prove something. I mean, these are the games where you measure yourself.
Yes. And now the Golden State Warriors starters. It's the Splash Brothers in the backcourt. Durant is out there with Draymond Green, and it's Pachulia in at center. Curry. Oh, look out, and then you throw up stuff like that.
Come on, man.
Look at home, Mike.
Come on.
How does it even go in? He pulls a Houdini.
Oh, my goodness. He got to call that next time.
Yeah.
You got to call that. Huh?
Right.
Maybe he tried to make it. Come on.
Mozgov sets a screen for Ingram. Out to Russell. The three. Bangs home the trifecta. Russell's got himself on the board with three there.
There's a chance he could go for a big game if they don't D him up on the perimeter.
Thompson passes to Green. He dishes it to Pachulia. The shot missing. The Lakers have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. To the paint, here's Clarkson. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Man, that's just tremendous court vision and timing. That assist was right on the money.
Curry kicks to Pachulia. Shoots it. And Durant gets it to go. The assist by Pachulia.
Sometimes you can do everything right as a defender, but it doesn't matter. Durant is just that good with the jump shot.
And when having discussions about the Lakers over the years, one word that has rarely been mentioned is rebuild. The franchise is used to championships, not rebuilding.
And another word that they lack is superstar. You're not accustomed to seeing the Lakers without a true superstar on that roster, and they've also always been a top destination for the A-list free agents.
And here's Clarkson after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. Dishes to Ingram. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Dang. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two. And it goes on Draymond Green.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
Lakers shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
And the Lakers with some changes. Julius Randle's checked in for Mozgov. Nance comes in for Ingram. And Lewis Williams subbed in for Jordan Clarkson. David, look at that shot! How did that go in?
I don't even get it. What just happened?
Lakers have gone 2 of 6 from the field. Russell dishes to Williams. And just miss after miss right now. Golden State's gone 3 of 3 from deep. 9 points rung up from outside here in the first. Pick by West. Off the pick. Again, Golden State.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Williams passes to Russell. To the paint. Right at the free throw line. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Oh, really surprised he clanked that one. He makes those on the regular.
And the slam dunk by Iguodala.
And still showing prime-time explosiveness at the rim. Nice catch and drop by Iguodala.
26 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Russell. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
The lane was relatively open and didn't take advantage of a golden opportunity.
Right side, Durant. Nance with some nice D.
He's usually very dependable from that range, but the D got themselves in that play and got him off kilter.
And the offense has come together immediately. I mean, they're threatening to run away with this thing already.
Well, they came to play today. It's still too early, but they really have put their foot down on their opponent so far.
And the basketball bloodlines of Klay Thompson. He tells us how his father and brother have become so involved with his success.
Dad always watches more film than me, and I watch film too. Not saying I don't, but they're both fans, and they have a huge passion for the game. That's why they're still around it.
Yeah, you know, it's great to have that blend of support and competitiveness around you really your whole life.
Yeah, you can try to put a little something over on your coaches from time and again, even your teammates maybe, but family, they'll check you every time.
Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And a very convincing performance here from the Warriors so far.
Smooth sailing from an offensive standpoint thus far.
Oh, yeah, good recognition, finding a number of weaknesses in the defense and then relentless in exploiting them.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Ingram and Randall, the young forward tandem. Calderon is out there with Jordan Clarkson. And it's E in at the 5, roaming the paint.
But that would have been lucky had it fallen. Poor shot selection.
Well, that's just not wise to take that shot in that situation. He'll think better of it next time around.
And Chris, you're part of perhaps one of the most exclusive clubs in NBA history as you were selected first overall in your draft class. What was that like? What an experience that must have been.
Oh, man, Kevin, it was a wonderful moment. I mean, you know, I worked so hard to get there. I come off of disappointment in college, and so working hard and being able to kind of put that behind you and get right to the next level and be the #1 pick, you know, I was just honored. I was thankful. I was humbled. It was just a blessing, you know, and the craziest part about it is that it happened in Detroit at the Palace, where I won 2 state championships there. I won 3 state championships in Michigan and 2 specifically in the Palace and at Auburn Hills. And so that place is always going to be special to me. And just growing up and being the #1 pick, you know, it was just an honor.
It's a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Andre Iguodala has continued to display his versatility throughout his career. He was a former All-Star and, of course, the Finals MVP in 2015 and the leader of the Warriors' elite bench unit. He said, "I really try to lead by example. When the first unit's playing well, we try to maintain. But when they aren't connecting quite like they should be, it's our job to come in and fix that." Kevin, he's always been one of the team leaders in plus-minus.
A coach on the floor, D.A. Thanks. Durant in the corner. 6 to shoot. Down low. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Oh, that's the kind of basketball Durant wants to play, moving the ball, finding the open man. I mean, it makes everything easier offensively.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
Start it.
And it became clear early on in that 2015-16 season that the Warriors were going to be special. Everyone knew that they were going to be atop the standings all year, but you had to start viewing them in a historical context shortly into the season. Even with all the talk and the pressure, they still kept their composure to win 73 games.
And Chris, with the Warriors and all this historical context talk, inevitably they were compared to the team whose record they were chasing, the '96 Bulls.
Well, yeah, I don't get caught up in that argument. It's so hard to compare teams from today to teams that played 2 or 3 decades ago. I had to play against the '96 Bulls, but I tell you what, players were different, the rules were different, the style of game was different. It's really hard to say.
Oh, look out, and then you throw up stuff like that.
Come on, man.
Look at home,
Come on.
How does it even go in? He pulls the Houdini.
Oh, my goodness. He got to call that next time, man.
Yeah.
You got to call that.
Right.
Maybe he tried to make it. Come on.
Outside, Russell. Ball's knocked loose, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry. Here's Russell. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. The Lakers have missed both free throws they've attempted tonight.
D'Angelo Russell. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Russell. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time.
It's a +5 advantage for them. And
look at that shot!
Oh, my goodness.
How did that go in?
I don't even get it. What just happened?
To the middle, 11 feet away. Second shot opportunity. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. The Warriors on top, up 19. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Joined here by Steve Kerr. Coach, great offense from you guys in the first half. What got you the lead?
I started calling some great plays for Steph Curry.
That's why you're the coach of the year, Steve. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
After one half of play, it's been a one-sided affair. Hey, everybody, welcome back. This is Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. What a start it was for Stephen Curry. He ended up with 17 points and 1 assist. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think?
I love how they opened the game up. They pushed the ball up court at every opportunity, and they put the defense on their heels. But it wasn't just a track meet. It was a well-thought-out strategy that the coaches had way beforehand. We'll see what adjustments get made to try to stop their transition game in the second half.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on the Lakers?
Well, they gave up too many good looks. You look at the field goal percentage against them, this tells the whole story. Not enough activity defensively, not enough disruption, Ernie. Like Kenny disrupts me all the time, not enough disruption.
That concludes our halftime presentation. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the second half.
Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
And the threes, they just dropped for him consistently. He was in a zone in that first half.
Well, they showed that he can get on the roll from out there in the right circumstances. Credit his coach for respecting the streak. I mean, just continuing to call his number.
Chris, so often we'll see one play in a game that seems to change the mentality, the momentum, the feel on the floor. As a player, do you feel it when one play, just one play, can alter the mood of a game, change the pace of a game?
Well, yeah, Kevin, you can definitely feel it. I mean, a lot of times, you're trying to invoke it, implore it. You're trying to speak it into existence.
Yes.
So, if you see someone that gets a big steal when you need one and you guys have been, plotting for it on the sideline in the huddle, or if you see a guy hit a big three that ties up the game and, it's a 17-4 run and it makes everyone believe, and then the roar of the crowd and how that goes, momentum is definitely tangible. You know, when you see someone get dunked on and one poster, take the lead up by one, crowd goes crazy. You know, I believe, you know, it actually affects you physically.
Yes.
You know, your heartbeat, your pulse, you know, your endorphins, your adrenaline, everything gets going. So, yeah, you definitely can feel when the play alters the mood of the game.
Great way to put it. And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. The incredible shooting pair of Curry and Thompson in the backcourt. Green is out there with Pachulia, and it's Durant in at the three, the small forward. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we know our old friend Steve Kerr was new to coaching when he took the reins of the Warriors, but he'd mentored under the greats. He said that Phil Jackson and Greg Popovich both had an almost scary amount of presence. As for Steve, he said, I'm very laid back. I believe in the calm presence of a coach more so than the ranting and raving and screaming and yelling. I guess that's what he says to the referees anyway, guys.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Can we get a replay?
How did he hit that shot?
Just never know what's going to happen.
I need to see that again.
Well, we hear so much about Curry and his offense, and rightly so. But you know what, Chris? He's an above-average defender in his own right.
He is not going to be considered one of the best all-time defenders at his position. But he is a very solid defender and has improved in that area every year he's been in the league.
Back to Thompson. Green, the screen. And Thompson kicks to Green. He took good advantage of that screen. Green's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
They get a hand on it. That's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. And the Lakers with some changes. Randall's checked in for Ingram. And Lewis Williams subbed in for Jordan Clarkson. Andre Iguodala is checked in for the Warriors. Livingston comes in for Ian Clark. Deep two from Russell. And again, no good by the Lakers. And it's the Warriors' ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Green against Randall. Green dishes to Curry. Trying to find Green. He's got it now. They double-team Curry. Inside, Pachulia. Then Pachulia with the dunk.
Recognizing the defensive imbalance, Curry quickly locates the open man.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Curry against Russell. Curry with the steal. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession. So it's the Lakers now. Here's Calderon. Nance a screen. Here's Dang. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And not so fast. The officials are going to check that shot again and make sure they got it right before we go to the fourth.
And even though, you know, you're thinking maybe we don't need the replay in a situation like this, still plenty of time left in this game, and really it's about getting the call right.
And they've overturned the call. The replay was conclusive, and that one's going to count.
And, Kevin, an example of why it's good to have replay. I don't know what kind of impact it'll have on the final result, but you always want them to get every call right.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. The Warriors on top, just dominating this one. Live from the Staples Center, you're watching 2K Sports. And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. young talent, Chris, coming in the game. Who could be the face of the league in a few years, do you think?
Well, I really like Towns and Wiggins. I really like this Minnesota team. I think their team can become a fan favorite as we see the game go on. Also, Kyrie Irving. How about Kyrie Irving? Just won a championship. How about Davis, Anthony Davis? I just think we have some great young talent. Excited to see what the future holds.
So fun. Larry Nance out there with Gian Leon. Then there's Brown. Then there's Lewis Williams. And it's Calderon in at the 1. That's who's in the game for the Lakers.
Still with enough explosiveness and with great length to finish, Shaun Livingston.
And Los Angeles guys shooting the ball at 42%. For 3, Williams. The shot, no good. The Warriors go the other way with it. Clark, the pass to Varejao, taken away by Williams. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. Calderon, that's good.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
When he has the ball in his hands in transition, he always finishes strong, just like he did there.
Durant against Brown. Pulls up, and it's Golden State with another.
And no matter who is on him or where he's pulling up from, you better believe that Durant is always a threat to score.
Williams for 3. Another miss by Williams. And so here is Golden State. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. Now here's Calderon. He's covered by Livingston.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Warriors.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And what a huge standout performance it was for Stephen Curry.
Well, he was obviously feeling it at the offensive end tonight. It was his energy, his efficiency, that put them over the hump in this game.
The Lakers have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Here's Brown. Misses off the left iron. The Warriors have gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that. Durant, that's good.
Just look at how quickly the lead has grown here over the last few possessions.
When one guy gets hot sometimes, it's infectious, and the team does too. That's what seemed to happen for them on that play.
Calderon with it. The feed to Brown. Clock at 6. That's tipped. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Varejao. Three on the clock. Williams for 3. It's rebounded by Durant.
Yeah, but the defenders draped all over him. He just could not shake loose.
That shot misses. Some solid defense from Brown. Left side Williams. And Jones sends it back. Durant kicks to Livingston. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant.
Well, guys, they came in here and really took charge from the opening tip. This is such a tough thing to do for a visiting team. This contest was played on their turn.
Well, that's just tremendous work by them in setting the pace of the game to their favor and maintaining that throughout the game.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Steph. Congrats on the win. How does this team continue to be the most cohesive unit possible?
To me, it's a commitment. And we know that that's going to put us in good position to win every single night. Is if we bring the effort, multiple efforts at each possession, where you might get beat, but you got to get back into play. God's going to help you. You help him. We care about each other, so we want to make sure that nobody's left out to dry. And I think that's a big factor. And we're just relentless on the defensive end.
You guys have been one of the best defensive teams in the league the last few years. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports.